What do you do when the market goes red? I mean, when everything's pumping, spirits are high, lots of green candles, but when things are going red and it turns into a bloodbath, do you have the strength to make it through? Are you even cut out for crypto? I'm going to be talking about what I am doing right now. We've just had a flash crash these past few days. It has been a bit of a bloodbath, but having gone through what happened with the frothiness, the peak, the crescendo back in April 2021, and then May started to get scary, and then there was that really rude awakening. I learned a lot in that process. So I want to share some things with you that I see and why I'm doing what I'm doing. And then, of course, you got to do what feels right for you. I'm Joanna Garzetti. This is Crypto Angel Network. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, for lighting up that bell, for, yes, lighting up the bell to get my notifications of when I do a video. I've been meaning to do a video for ages, and I don't have my lights set up right now as I just don't have the energy to do it because I have recently taken an amazing opportunity at Directed IRA and Directed Trust Company. I am Crypto Business Development Officer. So that is where you can buy, sell, and trade crypto with your IRA, and you get to do it as a US citizen, and you do not have to pay taxes on your trades or your profits unless you take your money out before 59 and a half years old. But if you leave your money in there, then you are golden. So let's get into what I am doing here. And I am going to talk about today what I love, what I've been DCAing into on the dip, and then just a couple of things. Well, I think one of them, some of you are going to be able to guess, is Dogs of Elon. I'm a big fan of Doe. I'm going to share a couple of things with that. Big shout out to Crypto Doe Bags and Joey Shabado and Chainman. And oh my gosh, there's so many other people in there. You need to go and check out the Telegram group for Doe. So I'm also going to be talking about Kishu. Kishu! I still love Kishu, and I've been DCing into Kishu Inu. The only pain I've felt is that where I've been buying the dip and then it goes even lower. I'm like, how much lower is it going to go? But I think the most important thing is how I look at it is when I zoom out, where are we going to be? I feel like this is a golden opportunity, and I am DCAing in because I remember when everything was going down the toilet with the crash with Shiba, and it was really scary because I bought when things were really moving up, and then things really pumped, and then the crash came and I got scared. I held on for a while. I still have some Shiba, but not as much. And then I was like, I was buying a home, and I went, okay, that's it. Got to put money on the sidelines. And then, of course, Shiba went on multiple X's from there. And that is how I feel now. I feel as if, I don't care what your religious thing is, but for me anyway, Spirit God is saying, Joanna, here is a second chance. You did not get to get those gains in the way you wanted with Shiba. And even from when I've been in Doge, I didn't, for me, the timing with that, I made such a teeny weeny profit. But I feel that Dogs of Elon and Kishu Inu are golden opportunities. Now, of course, with meme coins, high reward, if I were to think about this, high reward, very high risk. So don't do anything that you cannot afford to lose. If you are going to go and trade, if you are going to go and get some Dogs of Elon, if you are going to go and get some Kishu Inu or other tokens that I really like that I've been buying at the moment as well, Immutable X, Meta Hero, Saitama, then please go onto Gate.io, look at the video link below, and you will see that I have a referral code there for Gate.io, and we get to share in that referral together. Whatever you put on the exchange, we get to share in that commission. So it ends up being a win-win. Let me go ahead and share my screen, and I'm just going to start off here with a tweet from Dogs of Elon here. So Dogs of Elon, this is where I have been invited into, and I've very much enjoyed the Dogs of Elon Shill Group. They're amazing people in there. Also shout out to Mo Bradbury as well, who is absolutely incredible in that group. Just most amazing smart people in there. And one of the things that Dogs of Elon had pointed out here is that we have a new dough whale forming, fastly accumulating. Now with almost 1.25 million dough, bottom is near as we're almost at pre-sale price levels. Great opportunity to enter a new position. And so you can see that here with that transaction. Now let me just, so that is exciting. But one thing that I have learned in the past few months in particular is that there is this delay between something really, really good happens and it's as if the market does the opposite. And then when something really bad happens, the opposite happens. So what you can see here at the moment, I mean, I bought in originally, I have multiple trades in dough, and I think when I didn't get into the pre-sale, and then I got in at around 36, I went in like, I bought quite a bit at around 36 cents, and then just above 30 cents, and it had gone up to 70 cents, and then I did a whole load of, I DCA'd more into dough. At what price was I at 23 cents, 20 cents, 21 cents. Then I got in at 16 cents. I was really excited then because I thought, wow, it's not 36. But then it went down to 11. I got in at 11 cents. I just bought in at 7 cents and even at 6.75. And then lo and behold, where it is right now is at 5.5. And yeah, it's like, that is part, I think that's the pain sometimes of, when is that right moment to go? When do you know to go into something? And look, with some tokens, I think they won't come back. But I really, when I look at the community of Dogs of Elon and who is involved in it, and just for me on an intuitive level, I feel that this is such a strong project. And it's really going, I believe it's going to take off in a big, I mean, it did take off. There's been some FUD out there, and I think part of that FUD it's happening everywhere right now, because as soon as Bitcoin goes red, right, we broke out to a new all-time high, and then we've got the retracement. I mean, if you're new to crypto, it looks really scary, but this is quite normal. Where is Bitcoin? Where is everything else that follows that going to be in a year, 2 years from now? I don't know exactly where it's going to be, but I anticipate it's going to be higher. I do not think we're going to have the opportunity to buy into Dogs of Elon at this price point again. Now, what do I see in the next few days again? It depends with what happens this week, because right now Bitcoin is at around 48,000. It went down to what, 41,000. And you could, across the board, you know, we didn't have this same flash crash that I've seen on multiple different charts with dough. How much more? Where are we now? On my time, Arizona time, it's Sunday, December the 5th, and it looks like that. I mean, we could trend down. We continue to trend down. Where is that bottom? We've got to remember that when the pre-sale happened for Dogs of Elon, it was 0.005. Right, so we had multiple X's. And could Dogs of Elon go down to 1 cent? Even if it did, what I would do then, I would, at that point, I would hop on and get some more, because I think it's going to go back up to its all-time high of the 70 cents. And then it will start to have a run up again when the markets turn and everything gets really frothy and everyone's excited. And when Bitcoin starts to go up towards that 100,000, I think, you know, Ethereum's going to really go and see a massive run up as well. I mean, I anticipate long run. I've done this in earlier videos that in the future, I mean, we're talking like 10 years from now, that Ethereum's going to be 100,000 a token and Bitcoin's going to be 1 million a token. I don't think that is unrealistic or unreasonable at all. I really do see that coming as we go more and more towards the digital age, and blockchain at large is going to be in every single industry, from medical to cybersecurity to supply chain. I mean, it's here to stay. And meme coins that seem like a joke are now actually, you know, a lot of these meme coins, say for example, Dogs of Elon, Kishu Inu, which I'm going to move on to Kishu next. It's art, it's expression, it's community. It's a way that people are socializing and connecting now. And I did on some of my earlier videos. I'm like, this is a joke. Some of these meme coins, I don't think it's a joke anymore. I do think it is going to be here to stay. I've been proven wrong with that, and I'm happy to admit when I am wrong. You let me know in the comments what you think, what you feel about Doe. Are you in it in any capacity? And let me move on to Kishu. Let's see if I can do this with the screen like this, full size here. Okay, here we go. And so Kishu right now, it's trading at 3.68 million volume on Gate.io. If you're going to get Kishu, you can do that using my video link below. It's negative 15.86% right now. And the chart's similar with Kishu. Obviously, Kishu doesn't have the same history. You know, Doe has only just recently, it's been out for 30 days. And so I think Doe it's not doing anything out of the usual. I think it is an amazing project. So Kishu, I think, is a phenomenal project as well. I know that Doge recently tanked. It went down to like around 14 cents. I think right now, I'm just going to check, is it 15, 16 cents? Where are we at with Doge? It's 16.97 cents. But I'm telling you, I think these things it's gonna come back. It's just the whole space it's finding its footing, and people get very reactive. They get triggered easily by news because there's a lot of there's just a huge amount of retail coming into the space. But I do believe in the longer run. When I say in the longer run, let me just say, I think that Doge is going to have a run up again. It's a good buying opportunity on Doge, but for me personally, I'm going into Kishu because I think sort of how Shiba became the next Doge. I am speculating, putting out there that Kishu is going to be the next Shiba. And so right now, you know, I'm kicking myself that I bought at certain points at around the 7s, 8 zeros, with the 7s, the 6s. Then I went in at the 4s. Then I thought I was doing well with that. I went at the 3s. I've just gone in, like I just bought in on Kishu around 2022. And then of course it goes down even more. And we just had a low of 17, right? 8 zeros, 17.24. Could it go even lower right now? Yes, it could. I'm on the 4 hourly here. If we zoom out and you look at here, when was this? Okay, so this was, this isn't even long ago. This was mid-October, and you can see here, this is where you want to look. Let me just grab a line here just to show you the Kishu. But I've got to tell you, having, like I said at the beginning of this video, having gone through May 2021, which was very, very unsettling, I did have a moment, a twinge last night of, oh my gosh, it's which I thought it was going to go lower, and I bought then, and then the twinge for me is, well, why didn't I wait? But you just don't know. Suddenly, someone comes in, it all pumps up, and it gets moving again. So I think this is going to turn around very quickly. When exactly? I will be surprised if the markets don't start to have a little energy and bounce back this week. I do think they're going to come back a bit, but maybe it's just going to be some consolidation. It's going to be choppy. When do I anticipate things are going to get better? Again, I could be totally wrong. Do your own due diligence, make your own decisions. But I feel good, like toward like around Christmas time, end of December, into the new year, we're going to start to see things really start to move again, and we're going to go back up past those all-time highs, and then we're going to start shooting for that 100k Bitcoin, for that at least $10,000 Ethereum, and then everything else is going to start to move. So it just feels like we're, you know, it's very hard to predict with timing with stuff. I thought things were going to sort of happen right around now, but I think maybe it's going to be closer to Christmas period because people are skittish. So you're looking here at this line of support here, this next line of support where we're breaking down right now. On Kishu Inu is 8 zeros, 1294, right? So we're talking really 113. That's where one's looking at. And so what would I do now? Because I've DCA'd it in at so many points, I think what I would do is I would set a limit order for just over 1300. It'll be like 1330. So let's see, like, yeah, right around here, because it probably, the fact that we've broken, we're breaking down and trending down still, and people are freaking out, are just buying like right around, maybe a little bit above there, like around 1350 if I really wanted to risk it to get in there on that trade, probably maybe 1400-ish, 1400, and then it should bounce off of that. And at that point, after that bounce, I think for Kishu, it should consolidate. And then when things do start to move, I think we're going to see stuff go to the upside very, very, very quickly. And if we look at the chart here with Kishu, right, can you see that? Came on very strong, everything comes on exchange strong, it trended down, we went through a period where, how could you ever imagine it would go up again, and then vroom, look how it went parabolic. This is what I think is going to happen again with Kishu. So this is why now is a ridiculously amazing buying opportunity. I've got, like, I don't have a huge amount, but I've got, where am I at now? Around, I'll keep adding to it, I'm 126 billion-ish. And I just want to go to Shiba now to just show you, so you can look at the comparison on the chart. Let me just go to that. If my computer will do this. Okay, let's just go Shiba, because I want you to just hold in your mind what I just showed you there. I've got a little delay. Here we go, Shiba. So, you know, Shiba's negative, but not as much. Here we go, 24 million trading volume. And look, you see, I just want to go back here. If we just, you see this from when Shiba came on the exchange. I remember this. I remember when it pumped like crazy. I bought in around here, and then I kept buying in, and then woof, we crashed, and it was really bloody scary. And like I said, so I held on through this, stuck with it. I'm like, I'm not selling, diamond hands, but we were buying a home. I needed to make sure to cash out and stuff. So I did have some loss there on Shiba. Like I said, still some Shiba. But then look, as we look from here, it rallied up, it came back up and went back to near to that all-time high. Then we had some retracement on Shiba. But look then what happened next. Look at this. So let's just condense this a little bit more so you get the picture, and think about this alongside Kishu Inu, and think about how I think Kishu Inu is just like, it's moving behind Shiba. I will be very shocked if Kishu Inu does not get listed on other centralized exchanges besides Gate. I mean, Gate has over 8 million users, but if we're looking at, say, a Robinhood, if we're looking at a Coinbase, if we're looking at a Binance, which Shiba's got, Shiba's on Gemini as well. And if you want to connect about doing a crypto IRA, you can only do it if you're a US citizen. Make sure to go to directedira.com/cryptocurrency, or you can reach out to me as well, and I can tell you more about getting Shiba in the crypto IRA. You can't get Kishu on there yet. And so looking at this here, when you look at this pattern with Shiba, when it went onto the centralized exchanges, right, it went onto Coinbase, and then things, it pumped up, and then it retraced, and it was like, oh, Shiba's not going anywhere, that's it, it's done, and then boom, up it went. But overall, even with the flash crash that we've just had, even with everything, sort of the geopolitical FUD that's out there, I just do not feel like everything is going to collapse overall. When the bear market, my way I see it is, if one buys in now on any of a lot of there's other amazing projects out there as well. If one is buying in now, that, let's say you hold, and then the market does retrace when the bear market comes, which I think is coming around next March, April, it's still going to be higher than where things are now. Like, I think this leg up from here to here, this is when everything collapsed, and then here we moved up to the upside here, and then everything's collapsed again. We've got another big run up, I think, that is coming. So then when things do retrace in the bear market, I will be surprised if it goes below, say for example, where are we here on Shiba at the 4 zeros, 5.5. I'd be shocked if it goes below that. And that would, to me, that would be a worst case scenario. So those are my overall thoughts on that, and that is why I continue to DCA into a number of projects, and I think that what's important is that, you know, if you do your research and look and see, and I'm not going to get into it all now, but there are a number of different e-commerce and sort of places where you will be able to buy with your meme coins, that you will be able to use them. And again, I go back to, I think that the big distinctions, the positive things with Shiba, with Kishu, and then is that you have the exchanges for swaps, but then also what I love with Kishu and with Dogs of Elon is the art piece, the NFT factor to it, and that you can go and mint those NFTs, and it's an expression, and there's game experiences that are coming as well. Dogs of Elon are developing a game as well. I know there's the Kishu verse, and I think ultimately what's going to happen is you are going to have where all the different dog coins come together. For example, you can, I think it's like when you stake your, you stake, someone let me know in the comments from Dogs of Elon community, when you stake your Shiba, you can earn dough. That's something that is there. And again, there are those sort of those collaborations, those alignments between Kishu and Shiba and Doge as well, that they're all ultimately going to connect together. I don't so much. I've had some Floki. I haven't done so much with that, and I have some baby Doge as well. But I don't like. I'm just not as clued in on those community. I only have so much time to be in the telegrams because I am. You know, I have my day job as well with directed IRA, and then doing intuitive readings as well, because I have my book Big Miracles, 11 Spiritual Rules for Ultimate Success. So I just thought I needed to check in, because I know the markets have been read, and I know a number of you are. I've seen in the Telegram chats, in the Kishu community, in the Dogs of Elon community, with Shiba as well, getting very nervous about what is happening, feeling frightened. And I can't tell you what to do, but I know I learned from my mistake in the past was not to panic sell, because a number of you of Crypto Angels here have said to, what is it again? Be greedy when others, what is it? Like, buy and be greedy when others aren't, and then sell when others are being greedy. You know what I'm talking about. Just someone write it in the comments for me, because I'm having a total mental block on this. So you let me know. What are you in? What do you love? What are your favorite tokens? Like I said, I've got Moon River. I've got Immutable X. I got quite a bit of Meta Hero recently. I got Saitama. I've got Helium. I've got Polkadot. I've got Poker City. Oh my gosh, I think I have probably around 300 different tokens, all on Gates. So yeah, let me know what you got, what you like, what you're vibing with, and I look forward to connecting in the next video. And if you're not already subscribed, please make sure go ahead and hit that button, light up that bell, and I'm sending you lots of love. Stay strong. I'm telling you, good times ahead. This is just a flash crash. It's just a blip, and stay strong. Okay, lots of love.